This week we're looking at how to learn Monkey Man. This was original by Toots and Maytals, but it also been covered by The Specials and also Real Big Fish. We're going to start off with the intro. So for this, we're going to place our third finger on our 10th fret of our G. We're going to have our second finger on the 9th fret of the G and our first finger on the 8th fret of the B. Those first two fingers just give us a little bit of support for this bend. So we're going to pick our G string, we're going to bend up, and we're going to look to try and get that 12th fret G note. But when we bend up, we want to pick our B string. Okay, so we've got, and we do it once more. So you're coming up, picking, coming down, coming back up and picking. And then we're going to move our third finger up to the 10th fret on the D string. We're going to bend it down. Okay. And then we're going to go to the 8th fret on the D. And then 10th fret on the A. Should sound like that. So then if you add in your bends before, so those bends are almost like the Johnny B. Good kind of bends. Then the next part is we're going to go into essentially what is a C chord, but only on 3 strings. So we're going to place our first finger on the 8th fret of the high E and the B. Then we're going to place our second finger on the 9th fret of the G. We're going to pick that G string. Then we're going to pick the high E, then the B. Okay. Then we're going to pick that 9th fret G again, and we're almost going to slide it up 2 frets, so our fingers are now on the 10th fret of the B and high E, 11th fret on the G. Okay, so we've got, then we're going to pick the high E and the B, and then we're going to pick the G string again and slide all the way up to the 16th fret on the G, which means our first finger is on the 15th fret of the B and the high E. Okay, so we've got. Then when we get to here, we're going to pick the high E and the B string. Okay, just be a little bit careful with that second slide all the way up to the 16th and 15th fret. It's quite a long distance. So I recommend just practicing that to begin with. Make sure you can get that change down. So that is the first half of this intro. Let's play it slowly. So we've got. Second time round, we play the first bit exactly the same. So we've got the bends exactly the same. We've got the 10th fret bend. So that's all exactly the same, but rather than pick through our chords, we're actually going to strum them. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, have a gap, and then we're going to play it again, and then we're going to move up to our third chord, we're going to play it twice. So it sounds like this. So that quick chord strum just before we move up is super important with this intro. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and again, just before you slide up. So now let's put the whole of this intro together. So. After this, it then heads into the chords of the song that sounds like this. So what we're doing here is we've got our fingers ready in our G major bar chord position, but they're actually off the strings, so we get our muted notes on our down string. Then on our up strum, we're going to press our fingers down. So we've got mute chord, mute chord, mute chord. And essentially we do that 8 times, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After 8, we then move up to our C major bar chord. Okay, and then we're going to play this chord twice with our muted notes before. So 1, 2. Then we're going to move it up 2 frets, so your first finger should be on the 10th fret of the low E. This is our D major bar chord, and again we're going to play it twice with our muted notes. So far on the G we've got 8 times. Up to our C, play it twice. Up to our D, play it twice. Then we actually go back to our G and we play it 4 times. It then starts all again, so you stay on that G and play it 8 times. So essentially what we're playing is the G 8 times, C twice, D twice, G 4 times, and think of that as one lot, okay? And then you just start again by playing 8 times on the G and you just repeat it all. On the Real Big Fresh version there are some lead guitar bits that you can take a look at yourself, but for the specials and the Real Big version, the main parts are that intro and those chords that go throughout the verse and also the chorus. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. You can actually get a 30-minute monthly guitar lesson with me on my Patreon page, so check out the link below.